All right, guys, you're going to grab this paper at the front of the room, and we are going to go over some of these together. So you want to make sure you have all of these problems like I have on the board, or you're going to have to redo it on Friday. Not on the board, on your screen. So make sure you're paying attention, please. All right, pause the video until you have your name on your paper. And we're going to start with number 1. We did this worksheet last week. However, none of you got all of these answers right. So I want to make sure you're going to be able to do this. So that's why we're going over it together on the video. So we know first thing we do is look at the shorthand and we see what number that's pointed to. If it's pointed between two numbers, then we write the smaller number. And then we're going to go ahead and look at the longer hand. And when we look at the longer hand, we count by 5. Okay, so this first one, number 1, everybody should be able to get right because this is something that we have looked at since the beginning of 2nd grade. So if we look at the shorthand first, this one is pointed right at the 5. So that's the easiest one I can do because it's pointed right at the number I write down. So I'm going to write down 5 and then put dot, dot, a colon. And when it's pointed right at the 12, we know we don't write 12, we write 0, 0 because that's called 5 o'clock. All right, number 2. We look at the shorthand first. So here, my shorthand, and yes, you want to draw it out and be really careful when you draw it out. I see it's not at the 9 and it's not at the 10. So I need to write what number is smaller, 9 or 10. Which one is smaller? 9 is smaller. So this one is still 9 o'clock. It has not reached 10 yet. So it's 9, and then for my longhand, I count by 5. So this does not count as 5. We start here. This is 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we write 9:30. Number 3. I'm going to draw that shorthand out. You guys should do that too very carefully. And it is not touching the 9 yet. It is not touching 8. So if it's between two numbers, we write the smaller number, 8 or 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 comes first, so 8 is smaller. Then I write my colon. And the longhand, we count by 5. Starting here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's 8. That's 30 again. 8:30 this time. Okay, number 4. I'm going to draw that shorthand out, and we need to be very, very careful with this one because it is not touching the 10 yet. Be very careful. This is not at the 10. It's not touching the 9. Again, we write the smaller number, 9 or 10. Which one is smaller? Hopefully, you're already writing 9 down. 9 is smaller than 10. I write 9 and then my 2 dots. And for the longhand, we count by 5. So I count 5, 10, count with me, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. All right, we're going to draw the shorthand out. Is that one touching 4 yet? No, if we're very careful, it's not at this 4 line, it's at the tick mark here. So it's between 3 and 4. I write the smaller number. Which one's smaller, 3 or 4? Hopefully you said 3. 3 is smaller. I wrote my colon. And then what do we count by? Count by 5 for the longhand. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay, number 6, draw that hour hand out. Here's the 9 tick. It is not there yet, so it's between 8 and 9. Which number do we write? the smaller number. The smaller number is 8 or 9. Hopefully you're writing 8. 8 is smaller than 9. Then I put my colon, and we count by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 8:45. All of these problems, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, should look like my paper. If it does not, you will have to redo it. So make sure you go back if you missed one and fill it in like I have to make sure you understand how to tell time to the nearest 5 minutes. Your job now is to do 7, 8, and 9 by yourself. So before you turn it in, you should have these 3 complete and your name on your paper. Good job today, guys.